Here in southern Queensland, the Great Dividing Range splits into two. The range itself heads inland, while the Great Eastern Escarpment hugs the coast. We're travelling up the escarpment to the Mary River.
Yeah, go do the gate.
Yeah, I'll do the gate.
It's easy.
It's a remarkable enclave of remarkable creatures. Scientist Marilyn Connell is taking us to meet some.
A Mary River turtle.
You sleeping, Tim?
Yes. They're a really unique turtle, and I'd have to guess that the thing's 10 or 20 million years old. Very ancient, unchanged.
Now, what is remarkable about this turtle, Tim?
Well, to be polite, it breathes through its arse. You see his little tail there?
Yeah.
They've got a hole in the end of the tail,
Yeah.
a cloaca,
Yeah.
and they'll suck water in through that, and
Yeah.
then there's a membrane there that
To extract
oxygen.
the oxygen out of it.
Yes.
Quite similar to a gill.
Gillish. Gillish, it's a cloaca.
Oh, is there any other animal in the world that does that?
Well, in this very river, there's another turtle that does it. This is the epicentre of arse-breathing creatures worldwide, this river.
They can breathe through their cloaca, but how fast can they run?
OK, I'm going to back my fellow who's asleep, actually.
The one at the back?
The one at the back, yeah.
All right.
Because the odds on that are much... I should get a better price. You're free. You're free to leave. Hello. Marilyn wins. Congratulations.
Thank you, John.
Yes, excellent.
Too easy, too easy. We've just seen the little babies. Now we'll see what was responsible for that.
My God, so look at the size of this thing.
Wow.
Look at it, John.
It grows from this to this. And how long would it take to get fully grown?
Oh, maybe 15 to 20 years.
15 to 20 years.
Yes.
And an animal that lives 80 years.
Oh, I know.
So slightly demonic.
And look at that cloaca.
That is phenomenal.
Can you give us a pull out the length so we can have a look at it?
Right.
But it's a multi-function thing, this magnificent tail. For the males, there's quite a spectacular penis hidden in there.
Yes.
And also perhaps for swimming, it's useful. There's a little
Right.
sort of blade-like bit at the end.
Yes.
Oh, there it comes again. Look at that. You must be doing the right thing, John, I think.
Yes. Well, one of us is. And you're far more experienced and skilled than I.
Well, there we go. There you go, old fella. You go back in. There he goes.
Well, what a remarkable fellow.
Oh, I've got hairs on the back of my neck are standing on end.
Yeah, well...
It's just one of the most amazing
You
things.
were both excited. He was equally excited to meet you, Tim.
So if you can imagine, this is the Great Dividing Range I'm making here. There we go, she's up. 90 million years ago. Rivers running to the west, into the inland. Rivers on the eastern side, down to the Pacific, including the Mary River. Now, the Mary cut back over time, cut through the Great Dividing Range and ran into the middle of one of the westwards flowing rivers. So the westwards flowing river ended up joining the Mary and flowing down to the Pacific. And all of the creatures that lived in that upper part of that westwards flowing river managed to cross the Great Dividing Range and get into the Mary River. And because the inland has dried out so much, their last refuge is the Mary River.
Right.
It's not the longest, it's not the biggest, but I reckon it's one of the most important rivers in Australia.
A state government decision to dam the river was overturned by the federal government in 2009. There was concern for the habitat of its unique local residents, including the Australian lungfish.
All right, John, prepare to meet a distant ancestor.
Oh, my God,
Look at that thing. Can you believe?
magnificent animal.
Oh, God.
And that's his breathing.
That's right, he's breathing.
He's
That
breathing
noise.
with his lungs.
Yes, getting oxygen in.
Extraordinary.
This animal here in its fin there, which you can see,
Yes.
has the same sort of bone structure you've got in your arms.
Is that right?
Yes.
So we're related?
Yes, distant sort of
but-
relative.
But unmistakable.
Yes. And here, the only place on Earth, this one river system, where we can see this amazing animal. I'm going to put him back because he's pretty blooming lively, but...
Yes.
You say goodbye, John. You'll never get
Goodbye,
that
old
close
man.
to your ancestors again.
Nice to meet you.
It's lovely. Here he goes.
What is it about this river that you need two means of getting oxygen into your system?
But you know what I think partly it is, John? All of these creatures live for tens of millions of years west of the Great Dividing Range.
Yeah.
Where the river's flows were probably a bit erratic and occasionally they'd start to dry out.
Yes.
And maybe the water would start lacking oxygen, so they needed to get something,
Yes.
you know, air as well as the oxygen in the water.
Yeah, okay.
They're very flexible, very versatile.
Yeah.
400 million years ago, when creatures like this were
Yes.
more common, something like this, not exactly like this, something like this started to crawl out onto the land and eventually gave rise to you.
And started writing poetry.
That's right. Exactly.
From the